Look, if you're trying to upgrade your driver right now, but you absolutely refuse to drop $700 on the newest release, you've probably narrowed your search down to two absolute Callaway powerhouses. The real question is, when it comes to the Callaway Mavrik versus the Callaway Rogue ST, which one actually belongs in your bag?
Man, that is the ultimate question, Mike, because we're talking about two totally different beasts here. One of these is a budget-friendly speed monster, and the other? It's an absolute fairway finder. You know, one looks incredible on paper, but the other one might actually save your scorecard when you're staring down that tight first tee box.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Golf Gear Showdown. This is the explainer where real golf gear goes head-to-head, so everyday American golfers like us can make way smarter buying decisions.
We have all been in this exact situation. Picture this, you're standing right there in the golf shop. Both of these drivers are sitting on the rack, both have highly attractive pre-owned price points, and you have to pick just one. You're staring at the aerodynamic Mavrik on one side, the ultra-stable Rogue ST on the other, just trying to cut through all the marketing hype. Choosing the wrong one is going to cost you distance and honestly, a whole lot of confidence. So let's settle this showdown right now.
All right, to keep this battle completely fair, we're grading this matchup across 6 specific categories: distance, forgiveness, accuracy, feel and sound, price, and finally, best fit by golfer type.
And hey, make sure you stick around for that because the final round might completely surprise you. We're going to reveal exactly who should be playing which club.
Okay, let's dive right in with round 1, distance. So this round is all about the design intent and the raw performance data behind both of these drivers. Like, what are these clubs actually built to do when you take a swing? When you look at the engineering, the differences are just huge. The Mavrik uses Callaway's AI design flash face, sure, but its real secret weapon is that aerodynamic cyclone arrow shape. It is literally designed to reduce drag and help the average player generate way more clubhead speed.
Right. But let's look at this from the everyday golfer's perspective. Speed only matters if you actually hit the center of the face. The Rogue ST focuses on massive stability by using its jailbreak speed frame. So for guys out there with moderate to fast swings, the Rogue ST is actually going to deliver higher ball speeds when you inevitably hit it off the toe or the heel.
Exactly. So the crucial takeaway here is that while both of these are long, they generate that distance very differently. For round 1, the winner is the Callaway Mavrik, but, and this is a big but, only if you are a golfer with a slower swing speed who desperately needs that aerodynamic boost to get the club through the zone faster.
All right, let's move right along to round 2, forgiveness.
Look, out on the course, we aren't robots, right? We want to know what happens on those frustrating toe or heel mishits when you're just trying to get off the tee safely and find some grass. When you put a bad swing on the Mavrik and miss the center, you can literally feel the club twist in your hands and your distance just absolutely dies.
You're spot on, Jake, and the data completely backs that up. The Rogue ST is just a totally different animal because Callaway added a massive 26-gram tungsten speed cartridge deep in the perimeter. That dramatically increases the MOI, or the overall stability of the head. It literally resists twisting and keeps your ball speed up, even on a poor strike.
Because of that massive safety net, round 2 goes to the Rogue ST. It is a significantly more forgiving driver that keeps those dreaded off-center hits in play. But hey, before you make your decision, round 3 is the one most golfers completely overlook, and it might just be the most important round in this entire showdown.
Welcome to round 3, accuracy, control, and dispersion. Let's be honest with ourselves, keeping the ball in the fairway is the absolute fastest way for average golfers to drop strokes off their scorecard.
100%, Mike. I play with guys all the time who bag a lighter, aerodynamically focused head like the Mavrik. And you know what happens? If their release timing is even just slightly off, that club is incredibly hard to control. If you're a guy who struggles with a slice, the standard Mavrik is simply not going to save you.
Right, but look at the Rogue ST. It is specifically engineered to tighten your shot dispersion. The combination of that jailbreak speed frame stabilizing the face and all that heavy rear weighting keeps the club face dead square through impact. It actively fights your big miss. Yeah, this one is a total no-brainer for the weekend warrior. The round 3 winner is the Rogue ST. It provides the pure consistency and tight dispersion that real everyday golfers need under pressure to keep the ball out of the woods. Next up, we have round 4, feel and sound. This one dives right into the psychological side of golf. Think about it. If a club makes you nervous at address or sounds absolutely awful at impact, that costs you strokes before you even finish your swing. And the contrast between these two, it's stark. The Mavrik has this glossy carbon crown, and honestly, the sound is a really loud, metallic, high-pitched tink. It lets everyone on the driving range know you just hit a driver. And for a lot of guys, it just feels a bit harsh.
I hear you. On the other side, the Rogue ST sits dead square behind the ball and features this beautiful matte carbon crown with these sleek gold accents. It inspires total confidence looking down at it. And the sound? It's a muted, dense, deeply satisfying crack that just feels incredibly powerful.
There's no debate here for me. The round 4 winner is the Rogue ST, easily. The premium aesthetics and that solid, powerful sound are just vastly superior out on the course.
All right, let's talk numbers and transition to round 5, price and value.
The real question we have to answer is whether the price gap between these two is actually worth it for an average golfer's wallet. Here is the smart shopper move that most golfers completely miss. Because the Mavrik is a slightly older generation, you can find it on the pre-owned market at an absolute bargain. It gives you modern AI tech without spending a fortune. Now, the Rogue ST is definitely discounted compared to its original launch price, which is fantastic, but it still commands a premium price over the Mavrik. So, for pure budget value, the round 5 winner is the Callaway Mavrik. It is incredibly tough to beat for the price. Now, here is the part where we tell you exactly who should buy each one, and as promised, one of these answers is going to surprise you. But first, before we finish up, we urgently need to talk about the biggest buying mistake. We have to pause before the final round to address the ultimate pitfall golfers face when upgrading their driver. Because I see my buddies make this mistake every single season. The single biggest mistake is copying what the pros use or buying a driver based solely on the release year. Guys, you do not always need the newest model.
Exactly. For example, if you have a slow swing speed and you play the wrong shaft flex in a high-MOI, heavier head like the Rogue ST, you will actually lose distance compared to your old club. You absolutely must match your club head with the right shaft flex for your tempo, regardless of how brand new the driver is.
That brings us to our final round, round 6, best fit. Let's break down exactly which driver matches specific golfer profiles and skill levels. The Mavrik is a superb fit for complete beginners, seniors, and budget-conscious buyers who are swinging under 85 miles per hour and chasing maximum clubhead speed.
And the Rogue ST, that is the ultimate fit for mid-handicappers, weekend warriors, and those chronic slicers who desperately need forgiveness. Seriously, if your miss is all over the club face, the Rogue ST is engineered from the ground up to keep your ball in play.
To lay out the final honest pros and cons side by side, the fundamental trade-off here is pure budget speed versus premium fairway finding stability. The Mavrik gives you fast, aerodynamic, high launching performance on a very friendly budget.
Yeah, but it lacks modern forgiveness. The Rogue ST brings outstanding forgiveness, a premium muted sound, and incredibly tight dispersion, even if it might feel slightly heavier to swing for the slower guys.
It is time for the ultimate showdown verdict. For the best overall driver for the average weekend golfer, the winner is the Callaway Rogue ST. That massive jump in stability just makes it the superior club for keeping your scorecard respectable.
But we do have to acknowledge greatness where it is due. For best value, the legendary budget champion is the Callaway Mavrik.
Grab the Mavrik to save some cash for actual golf lessons, or invest in the Rogue ST if you just want to attack more fairways right now. So here is the ultimate question for you. Are you willing to check your ego, admit you actually need the forgiveness of the Rogue ST, and genuinely lower your handicap? Or are you going to chase the cheap speed of the Mavrik and just hope your swing holds up? Let us know in the comments.
If this explainer helped you finally cut through the hype, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest gear showdowns. Thanks for hanging out with us, swing easy, and we'll see you in the next pack.